Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dera Pratika and I'm English Education Student 2017 from State University of Surabaya. Well, today I'd like to present my research proposal which is about the FL students' perceptions toward the implementation of digital learning platform in learning English. Firstly, I'll explain about the research background of this study. As we know that technology has influenced education in this 21st century, and it has become an innovative strategy in teaching and learning process. So that's why the background of the study related to the study is about in preparations of content or material development and language testing, technology has been widely used in the field of second language or foreign language teaching, such as like Indonesia, English as a foreign language. So that's why technology has influenced the English courses or the English lessons. It is used for delivering the test. It is used to conduct the online class. And this year, nowadays, because of this pandemic, there are a lot of teachers and students conduct their learning and teaching process through their mobile phone. They has downloaded the application that they can use to study. So the use of mobile phone or smartphone and the tablet to learn is can called as a MAL or mobile assisted language learning. It requires to use mobile phone, MP3 or MP4 player, and handheld computers. Moreover, since teacher and students conduct the teaching and learning process at home, they use their mobile phone a lot. There are many teaching processes in digital course we can find, such as Rumah Belajar, Kahoot, Edmodo, and the common one is Google Classroom or Google Meet. So there are a lot of digital learning platforms that the students or teacher used to teach or to study about the lessons. So this research is conducted to know their perceptions of using them. Well, let's move on to the next part. The research questions of this study. This study is conducted to answer the three research questions below. The first is how does the YAFL students' perceptions on using digital learning platform in learning English? The second is what are the YAFL students' perceptions on the difficulties toward the implementations of digital learning platform in learning English? And the third is about what are the YAFL student perceptions on the benefits on implementing digital learning platform when they are teaching English. That's the research questions of this study. And move to the research objective and research significant. The aim of this study is to investigate the first, the YAFL students' perceptions on using digital learning platform in terms of Google Classroom and Google Meet. The second is to investigate the YAFL students' perceptions on the difficulties when they're using them. And the third is the benefits or the students' perceptions on the benefits when they are using the platforms. And the next about the research significant. The researcher hoped that this study can be useful for teachers, educators, school curriculum designers, and the YAFL students themselves. For the teachers, they can know which application that is suitable for their students, so the teacher can conduct the teaching and learning process effectively without any problems. So for the educators or for the school curriculum designers, they can decide or they can make or create the application that which can support the learning and teaching process in these 21st centuries. And for the students, they know what is their difficulty when they are using them, so they can find the strategies of using them, so they can get get more understanding when they are using the platform. Well, let's move on to the next part. Scope and limitations of this research. First, This research is focused on the EFL student perception on using digital learning platform, which is about Google Classroom and Google Meet. And this research is conducted to know the students' perception of the senior high school students. So it is focused on the senior high school students' perceptions. That's the research scope and limitation. Let's move to the next part. Review of related literature. There are some of the theories which is used in this study. The first about digital learning platform. As we know that learning management systems such as Canvas, Edmodo, Schoology, Google Classroom, Google Meet, Zoom, and others, which provide the virtual educational environment when preparing course, distributing content, materials, and designing assessment. So those platforms can be used, really useful for the teachers or for the students when they want to prepare the course or when they want to take a test or when the teacher want to distribute the materials to the students. And for about MAL, mobile assisted language learning. It is a handheld computer or mobile phones, the smartphone, personal digital assistant, and their personal device, possibly tablet, which could be a laptop. Well, the next theory will be about the use of digital learning platform. According to Amin and Sundari 2020, claimed that potentially Google Classroom becomes a platform that has high grade as a language learning tool. As we know that today, almost all school or all teacher use Google Classroom to deliver the assignment, to give the instructions to the students because they are conducting teaching and learning process at home with the distance because of this pandemic. So Google Classroom could be the important application or online learning platform which commonly used in this era. And the second is about mobile technology has a positive impact on students' learning outcomes and affect their participations, activities, and enhance the interactions between students and mentors. So this study is conducted to know their perceptions, whether they are satisfied or not by using the digital learning platforms. Next story, the challenges. As we know that technology is also amazing and there are some challenges that the teachers and the student will find when they are using them, such as like high course equipment, connectivity, maintenance, technical support, and teacher training are mobile learning challenges, such as according to the Mehdipur and Zerikafi 2013. And next about students' perception in using digital learning platform. The first theory states that the students have positive perception on video conference. And the second, figure out that in a classroom based on video conferencing, students feel more comfortable than they are conducted in the classroom. Well, next, the previous study that support this study. The first, exploring the value of mobile assisted language learning on student engagement in an EFL classroom. The study found that about the benefit of mobile assisted language learning. So this study conducted what are the benefits that the students and teacher will get from using the MAL. And the next study about the perceptions of undergraduate students about synchronous video conference based English course. So those study related about the students' perceptions, but it's especially for undergraduate students. So this research conducted to this previous study is support the study that will be conducted to know the student perceptions. And the next theory will be about rethinking English language teaching through Telegram, WhatsApp, Google Classroom, and Zoom. From Swarren and friends stated that there are some applications that they use to to learn about English language, such as Telegram, WhatsApp, Google Classroom, and Zoom. And the next preview study from Chakrawati states that students' perception on the use of online learning platform in EFL classroom. So those preview studies support the study to be conducted to know more about which applications or platforms which is effective to the students or not, or which is suitable for the students by knowing their perceptions. Well, let's move on to the next part. Well, the methodology used in this study. The research design. This study is conducted by using qualitative approach, which means the data is presented in form of word rather than in number or statistic. And the research setting is conducted for high school students, only high school students who are learning English. The school that the researcher chooses is a private school. The teacher choose it, which is located in Surabaya. So the school is located in Surabaya, East Java. That's the research setting. Next part, the subject. This research will be conducted with the participants taken from 115 students from senior high school students. And the instrument used in this study is Likert scale, contains the questionnaires and written interview. As we know that Likert scale as a research instrument delivered to the participant. Typically, this scale is contained of 5 or 7-point ordinal scale used by respondents to measure the degree after which they are agree or disagree with the statement. But this research is adapted to the Likert scale, and this research uses the scale only to scale with agree and disagree. So the questionnaires given to the participations is measures by the scales agree or disagree. And for the written interview, place it after the questionnaires to know the students' reason why they are agree and why they are disagree. And the data collection tactic. Because of this pandemic, so the research will be conducted through online. By using the Google form, the researcher will send the link through the social media, such as delivering the link will contains the questionnaires and the written interview to the students by emails or WhatsApp or another social media that can connect it to the researchers and the participants. And the analysis of this research, the data analysis, to find out how many students agree or disagree. So from those questionnaires, which contains these scales, so the researcher will find out how many students agree or disagree about the questionnaires given. And for about the written interview, will be transcribed and organized into groups or thematic analysis. Because of the written interview is related to the students' reasons why they are agree and why they are disagree about the questionnaires or about the statement given. So the written interview will be analyzed by grouping them into the thematic analysis, such as like this result or these reasons is agreed just because of they are agreed. So it will be transcribed and organized from of descriptions. Well, that's all my presentations about my research. Thank you very much for the time, and thank you.